Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some more Home. And today we are going to traverse this forest. I don't know which of these little paths I should take, so we'll just take this one. There's some dirt or something blocking our way there. Trampled in the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take back my credit card? Yes. I pocketed the credit card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license too. Okay, so here's the question. Does this lead back to where I just came from? No, it leads to somewhere different. Nope. Nope. I'm going back through here. Okay, let's see. Through the fence I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wondered if I could find my way around. Okay, so I need to be able to get to that building I'm imagining, and this fence is blocking my path. I need to find a way around the fence. So this is the way I'd come from. Let's go in here. Okay, so let's go back through here. Let's see where this takes us. Some more dirt. A dry old picnic table sat lonely amongst the trees. It had carvings and marks from years of previous campers. As I tried to read some of the names and the marks, I idly thumbed the knife I had found. If I wanted to, I could have carved something on that table. Did I? Yeah. With a few crude strokes, I etched a simple design to the wood. R plus H. I felt like a teenager defacing the table. Uncle Phil, Henry Daniel, Raytron, Kumar. I read some of the other names and notes on the table surface. David, D, Janine. It seemed like the table had seen a lot of use over the years. The path ended in a cold-looking river. I wasn't sure if it was safe to cross like this. Did I cross? No. In that darkness, it didn't seem wise to try. Maybe there was another option. Yeah, let's go look for another way around. Okay, so that's... I will say, the maker of this game, very good with very little... very good with very little, essentially. And, I am excited. There was a fire pit there. It was still a bit warm, and a few embers still burned at the bottom. Was someone else out in these woods? Why did they abandon their campsite? 2 folding camping chairs were on the ground. One was knocked over. There were a couple of cans of beer spilled on the ground. Whoever was here left this place in a hurry, but why? The cheap dome tent slept 2 people. I shone my flashlight inside and could see some bedrolls, 2 backpacks, and a cooler. I felt like if I kept rooting through the campsite, someone would walk in on me. Okay, so I'm imagining I came through this one, right? Just trying to get my bearings. Okay, let's see what's around this one. Dirt. No. Don't. Something. No. Okay, well, I'm going to take that advice and go back and see what's in this way. Dirt. There was some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait, there was a notebook there too. Did I read it? Yes. Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after one page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Rachel. Her name was last on the list and had a mark beside it in blue ink. The names Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, and Rose also had been crossed out, but these marks looked older and more faded. Okay, not super excited about any of this stuff. What's through here again? Okay, let's go through here. The sun was the same as the first one I'd seen. This must have been the exit to the other side of the woods. I didn't know who was camping back there, but I couldn't bear to stick around to look for them. I just wanted to get out of there. I had finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I'd never wanted to return here. Okay, let's do some more digging around. See what we can find out. Okay, so we know that this is the exit. And this building, for some reason people wrote on it no. But we need to figure out. The Grammy sink had a small patch in it that looked almost clean. There wasn't much in the way of clean water there, but the sink did work. There was a damp smelling plank leaning against the stall door. I might have been able to cross the river with this. Did I take it? Yeah. So we can cross the river. But the question is, do we want to? I mean, we found the exit. We could just go. We could just leave, go home, never see this place again. I mean, until, you know, the police investigated and was like, hey, you're the murderer. It's nice, actually. Despite the fact that we're limping, we have a gun and possibly a murder weapon in our pocket. Walking out through the woods is fun. The plank I found was long enough to form a crude bridge, but I wasn't sure if it would hold. Did I use it? Yes. Oh, gosh. Well, there goes our bridge. Oh, okay. 2 bodies. 2 young women were half dug into a hasty, shallow grave between the trees. The younger-looking one was still face up, her dead eyes gleaming against my flashlight. They deserved better than that. Did I clean up the gravesite? Nope. The thought of touching those poor girls almost made me sick. I left everything right where it was. The police could sort it out. Okay, well... Did I cross back over to the other shore? Yes. Okay, so it's time to get out of here. We're gonna go. We're gonna find the police. We're gonna tell them, hey, some weird stuff is going on. You need to sort it out. And here are the things I found that prove it, I guess. Through the dense trees, I could finally start to see some light. I must have been at the edge of the forest, though. I wasn't sure where the path ahead of me led. I could almost feel the cryptic notebook in my pocket as I tried to think about what it could mean, and where were the campers who had abandoned their site? Would I meet them too? Though the path ahead of me was less dense, I still felt guarded and wary. Who knew what was ahead? Oh my god, I have all this crap. Okay, here's the problem. I'm going through this like a video game, picking up all the stuff that I may need in case of anything. But if I were to look at this as a story somebody was telling me, and they walked up to me, they had blood on them, and they were like, hey, I found this knife, I found this gun, I found this notebook. Don't mind the dirt and blood on me. Don't mind the blood on the knife, my fingerprints on the gun and the knife, or the notebook that has the names crossed out. I'm not the murderer. But you look guilty as sin with all that stuff in your back pocket, okay? So we need to get rid of it. I shouldn't have picked it up in the first place. Crap. Well, it looks like we're getting towards civilization, so that's something at least. As I stepped to the gate, I suddenly recognized the auto parts factory where I had worked as a machinist for all those years. The plant had closed almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. There's the city. Oh, hey, we can get out through here. Okay, nope. Dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet, and now this. Did I retrieve my watch? Yes. The watch was useless, but I put it on my wrist anyway. I found the body of a security guard just doing his job, no doubt. His face was covered with blood from some kind of head wound. I wondered, was this his flashlight? Probably. I'm so confused. Like, am I the murderer? Am I the bad guy? Oh, crap. Oh, locker. One of the lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone had been looking for something. Old work clothes had been picked through, and a few photos and notes had been ripped off the door and spread around. There was a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, snaking to other parts of the factory. The metal was starting to wear, and cobwebs had collected in the corners. The box wasn't receiving power. It didn't look like the power was on yet. Okay, so let's go in here. The door was locked shut, and there was a little electrical box under the handle. A sign was pasted to the door that said, "Danger, closed for repairs." Okay, it was closed for repairs. Let's go this way. The door was locked tight. It seemed to be connected to the power box beside it. Okay, so we need to turn on the power. The question is, how do we do that? Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall. The board contained yellowed clippings of newspaper cartoons and notices. There were notes to and from the guys that worked here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the older guys on the line. Norman took over a general store after the factory closed. He, Rachel, and I would get lunch every now and then. Rachel liked him because he seemed more positive despite the setback. I don't think I could say the same thing about me. Our old break table. The layer of dust and grime only made seeing this sting more. Looked like some beer bottles had been used on the table recently. I wondered, was that guard using this as a break room of his own? Perhaps. Let's go in here. The power box, another locker, some more power cables, another door. A power panel. Looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch? Yes. The panel seemed to be working again. The open locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and old boots. There was a photo of a woman taped to the inside, but it was scratched out and the face was unrecognizable. That woman's photo. I knew I had to get back to Rachel to find out what happened. Yes. So we got the power on. Okay, so it looks like that's going to be it for today. The mystery, man. The mystery is getting deeper and deeper, and it seems like we just don't really know what's going on anymore, you know? So, I don't know. I'm really interested to see where this takes us. It looks like we might have been the person who was responsible for all of these dead bodies. So at first I thought we had just moved to town. But now I'm not so sure. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching this episode, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.